10 weeks after the death of George Floyd during an attempted arrest a few miles from here, we came here to assess the situation on the ground because the riots that left behind block after block of destruction left people in their wake. And tonight, we're going to bring you the never-told stories of those business owners who were abandoned by the politicians and the police. Now, much of what you're going to see and hear tonight is extremely disturbing, and it begs for political change.
Elected officials, what they should be doing, the focus is on public safety. Without public safety, this ecosystem that we're in doesn't work.
We've been waiting for response from our officials, elected officials. We have not heard any word from them. Our dream has been shattered.
The whole block burned down.
I can sense it's not just about you. It's about this. It's about a formerly vibrant community.
Sure.
Overnight, almost.
Yeah. This was our version of a baby. Just being here now, it's just all the emotion comes back, and all the sadness and anger just kind of flows back through.
Now, more of these riveting stories of ruin and hope later on in the show. Now, as we walked to East Lake Street today, I kept thinking about how so many of the good people there, they just can't get a break. Their votes have been taken for granted by Democrats for decades. And then, when they needed safety and leadership most, the political leaders were nowhere to be found. Now, when the governor finally mobilized and deployed the National Guard and accepted federal help, it was too late for many of the people in the neighborhood. Criminals and rioters, they were able to flatten livelihoods and terrorize those who deserve safety and peace of mind. Now, here in Minneapolis, leftists used the tragic death of Mr. Floyd to excuse the criminal devastation. And over the past several weeks in Portland, officials there, they blamed the violence on President Trump. And it was just as pathetic.
Federal presence has very much inflamed tension. It's had the opposite effect.
President Trump is making bad trouble. We know what it is. This perverse pandering to white Americans about law and order.
Trump is continuing to focus on and perhaps even fuel the already volatile situation between law enforcement and protesters.
It really is just throwing gasoline on a fire.
But now we see that it was all a lie. More chaos occurred over the weekend, days after the federal presence retreated. Mayor Ted Wheeler should apologize and then resign. But he won't. He did, however, finally have to admit it's not a peaceful protest.
When you commit arson with an accelerant in an attempt to burn down a building that is occupied by people that you have intentionally trapped inside, you are not demonstrating. You are attempting to commit murder. We anticipate additional planned attacks on occupied public buildings over the next few days. I cannot and I will not tolerate that.
Now, I think Chicago's looters and thugs were obviously beginning to feel left out of all the fun, and they went wild last night, taking all the action to downtown, to the famed Magnificent Mile shopping district. Now, it was also brazen that they drove up to luxury stores, then they loaded up on merchandise, then they just sped away in the cars that they had left idling in the streets. But the police were too overwhelmed to stop all of them. Now, let's remember, this is happening not because of George Floyd, and it's not happening because of police brutality of some altercation earlier in the afternoon. This is happening because of 50 years of terrible leadership in these cities, a breakdown in the family, lack of father figures. We all know that. And it's culminating in a summer of annihilation, where you can assault police officers and get away with it. You can destroy property, and you can get away with it. You can steal from stores in broad daylight and get away with it. You can brutally beat innocent bystanders, and you'll get away with it. And, of course, you can march by the thousands with zero social distancing during a pandemic and get away with it. Now, for months, officials and the media, they've alternatively celebrated or tolerated all of this, while hassling the rest of us for wanting our kids to go to school or to want to have college football or to have an outdoor picnic. which is what, by the way, Mayor Lori Lightfoot was focused on just hours before the chaos in downtown. It's called a pandemic, people, she tweeted. Well, this reckless behavior on Montrose Beach is what will cause us to shut down the parks and lakefront. Reckless behavior? What's reckless is your leadership, along with the leadership of so many of your Democrat colleagues across the nation. She's hassling tax-paying citizens who are out enjoying the sunshine, and meanwhile, she's presided over a horrific July. Homicides up 139% compared to last year, at least 107 people murdered, and 573 shot, including 58 minors. Now, as that was happening, just like Wheeler and Portland, Mayor Lightfoot was busy blaming President Trump for her city's problems.
The Trump administration obviously thinks that they will score some political points by trying to demonize and make Democratic mayors, particularly women mayors, and make us look bad because that'll score points with their base. Good luck. The mayors are getting it done. And we are going to get the job done to protect residents of the city, whether or not the president ever steps up or not.
They're getting it done all right. Yeah, if your version of getting it done is what we've been seeing for the last several weeks. Oh, by the way, and caving to the teachers' unions. Did you check that all out over the weekend? They're shutting down schools there for in-person learning. It's all going to be online there. That's going to be great for the kids. It's another Chicago disaster. But the message is clear. No matter how rich and successful a city is, or a neighborhood in a city is, it can't be saved from poor Democrat leadership. They'll try to defund the police and then embolden criminals. They'll cry racism to avoid any accountability for their own failures. And then when it comes time to clean up the mess, everything's been left behind, well, they're nowhere to be found. After the dust settles, they'll still expect minorities, those hurt most by their god-awful policies, to vote for them without question. Otherwise, remember, as Joe Biden said to that radio host, you ain't black. The inescapable conclusion from all that has been tolerated in liberal cities these past 10 weeks, if the Democrats win, the looters will know that they have free rein to attack not just every city and town in the country, but the suburbs as well. And that's exactly what they'll do. And that's the angle.